All right, guys. Blaze Foley, top 10 songs. This is the unequivocal truth. I'm sorry I don't make the rules. My opinion's correct. Let's get into it. Couple disclaimers here first, guys. There's no order. There's no order. This is just based off of the 10 songs that I like the most, and I like them for different reasons as you'll see. So there's no order. There may be better live versions. In fact, I know there are better live versions out there. But I kind of like to say what album it's off of, and the live versions, you can find them. Just look up the songs that you like and get those better live versions. Without any further ado, let's look at the first song. I Should Have Been Home. This is on the Dog Years. And now that I'm thinking about it, let me give a little Blaze Foley background. He was an artist, um, maybe a country folk kind of guy, and friends with Townes Van Zandt, and just an absolute legend. And I didn't know him, obviously, but he seems like a really nice guy from the little pieces of content that you can hear from him. So seems like a good-hearted guy. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, guys. Okay. But he's a brilliant musician. His guitar is very good, and if you've never heard of him, check him out. Check him out. Unfortunately, he has passed away. Rest in peace. But we're not going to get into that in this video. We're just going to look at these songs and appreciate the body of work that he left us with. So, the first the first one, I Should Have Stayed Home. It's on the Dog Years, and this song is about his girl leaving. He wakes up and she's not there, and so he drinks a bunch of coffee and writes her this song. And it's just got this like thumpy, kind of like serious and intense guitar, and the lyrics are real good. And yeah, that's number one, guys. Number two, this is one of my favorites because it's absolutely hilarious, and I think it kind of showcases Blaze's sense of humor, and then also his political um undertones to a lot of his stuff. This is about Idi Amin, which not a funny guy at all, right? But when I said it was funny, I'm more so talking about the tone of it and some of the things that he says. The actual circumstances of Idi Amin and what was going on in Uganda is not funny, obviously, but just want to clear that up. But the song itself is humorous in a way, anyhow, and he just uses, it's like almost like a nursery rhyme type song, and it's absurd, it's humorous, and it also is political, and kind of hits those three things perfectly, and that's why it's on the list, guys. All right, well, if you know Blaze Foley, you know this song. Okay, it's been covered by a bunch of people. Everybody loves it. The guitar is just absolutely beautiful. The words that he says, this is a good driving song. In my Townes Van Zandt video, we talked about, road tripping songs. This one is really good because he's just talking about going down to the train and getting a ticket to ride, and smoking cigarettes in the back seat. Um, Tried to hide my sorrow from the people I meet, and that's it's melancholy and it's beautiful, and I think it really gets the people going, to be honest. It gets me going. It gets me thinking, it's kind of Now, it doesn't sound like this song, but it's almost like an Albuquerque, Neil Young. Like the sentiment is the same. It's like I need to get out of where I am. And he's got a line in it that I find particularly beautiful that is, and start talking again when I know what to say. And I'll just let you ponder on that yourself. Number 4, If I Could Only Fly. This is probably, this is one of his most famous songs as well. It's just, this is a top notch love song, guys. It's about, if you could only fly, right? If he could fly, then he would be with the woman that he loves. And it's special, it's deep, and the guitar is beautiful. And it's a little sad, but it's a love song, guys. And it if you're missing someone, go ahead and give it a listen and see how it makes you feel. Take a sip of cold brew quick before we see number 5. Apologies about that. My phone just vibrated. That's horrible content etiquette. Anyway, sip of cold brew quick. They made my cold brew not as strong as I would have liked today, but that's okay. All right, number 5, halfway through. Faded Love and Memories. This is it's kind of more like a hillbilly vibe to it, in the sense that it's a little more twangy in the guitar, and the way he inflects his voice is, and it's not really close to the extent that Hank Williams does it, but this song reminds me of Hank Williams in a way. It's like a more acoustic, calm, what's another word? Like acoustic, calm. I don't want to say toned down, because that takes away from how good the song is. Anyway, it's a more laid back kind of Hank, like it's like a hillbilly, like picking, and the lyrics and the inflection in his voice. It's amazing. So go ahead, give that one a listen if you haven't. I'm sure you have. Yeah, this is just an amazing song. It's called Picture Cards Can't Picture You. And I don't know, I don't know why I have Live at the Austin Outhouse. Is that an album? I couldn't really tell, or is anyway. So this song is heartbreaking. Picture cards can't picture you. Think about it. Just think about the title. It's sad, and it'll pull at your heartstrings. If you're going through a breakup, give it a listen, guys, because it's not gonna make you feel better, but it'll strike a chord with you. And it's nice to know that Blaze had felt these emotions as well. Look at him there, handsome fella. 7, Cold Cold World. Now, this one also sad. This is depressing. Kind of a nihilistic song, at least in the title itself. But it is a cold, cold world. And this is a little bit more of a hillbilly vibe to it as well. There's a line in it. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it. It's outside was hot and inside I was cold. The eyes of the young met the eyes of the old. And what they were thinking, I'll never be told. Ain't it a cold, cold world? I think that I might be butchering that, but I think that's what it is. Oh man, that's beautiful right there. That's poetry. And I think Blaze is an underrated songwriter, for sure. And he was taken from us early, unfortunately. And I think this song really showcases his songwriting abilities, as do all the other ones. Really, if you really listen to it, he's quite the exceptional artist. All right. Number 8, the Moonlight Song. This is actually the song that got me into Blazey Foley, funnily enough. It's just very pretty. I don't really know how to describe it without, you guys just listening to it, which I do have the playlist on my channel where you can listen to all these 10 songs. But it's just a very sweet, slow, enjoyable song. 9, June or September. Now, I actually found out about this song later in my experience with listening to Blaze, and I fell in love with it for a couple of reasons, but it's romantic, and it's just, yeah, June or September, Seattle or Denver. That's when I laid eyes on you. And it's a love song. It's not a heartbreak song. It's a love song. And, those are nice. It's very slow and melodic. And honestly, it gives me like September vibes in a way. So check that one out. All right. Last one. I don't know what to say about this one, guys. It's amazing. I like the guitar in it a lot, but it's funny because this one to me doesn't make a ton of sense in the lyrics, so I can't really even tell you what it's about. But his voice in it is haunting and beautiful, and the guitar is great. So, I wish I could give a little bit more depth into that song, being that it's number 10, the last one. Not that they're in any order at all. I'm just saying, I'd like to end the video on a deep thought, I guess, about Blaze, but you know what, guys? That's okay. Here's my closing thoughts. Blazey Foley was an amazing, amazing musician. I think that era with him and Townes and Guy Clark and maybe John Prine, Emmylou Harris, I'm missing a lot of people, guys. So, there's more, but I think that time was just so beautiful, and Blaze's music really exemplifies that era of country slash folk, and I really would love to have been able to meet him, guys, but that's okay. And so I want to go ahead and say thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.